Hello students. In previous lecture we have started prescriptive process models and we have seen first model is waterfall model. In this lecture we will see incremental model and RAD model. Then first is incremental model. This incremental model was developed by Mills et al. In 1980s. Incremental model is used when requirements are well understood. That means in these incremental models, requirements are very understandable. In the incremental model, multiple independent deliveries are identified. This incremental model's workflow is linear fashions, that means in sequential fashion. See in this diagram, the incremental model, the entire requirements are divided into various builds. That means increment first, increment second, increment third, and each requirement contains these 5 phases. First is communication, second is planning, third is modeling, fourth is construction, and last is deployment. The next increment implements the customer suggestion and add additional requirement in the previous increment. This process is repeated until the product is finished. That means first requirement is completed, then second increment is completed. Then if first having some suggestion, then this suggestion is added into the next requirement. Then this increment is defined as a model of software development where the product is designed, implemented and tested incrementally until the product is finished. That means in incremental models having 3 important phases. First is designing, second is implementation and third is testing. Suppose we take an example. To develop a software, if we want to develop a software, it having some requirements and these requirements can completed in 2 years as developer point of view, but customer on this software in 6 months. Then developer can fulfill only most important requirements and deliver to the customer, and then other requirement develop and deliver. The incremental model combines elements of waterfall model and they are applied in as a iterative fashions. That means this model is adapted from waterfall model. We have already seen waterfall model having same phases, that means communication, planning, modeling, constructions and deployment. Then first increment in this model is generally a core product. Each increments build the product and submit to the customer for any suggested modifications. And next increment included their suggestions and modificational in the previous increments. These are the incremental models. Then these models having some advantages and also having some disadvantages. First is advantages of incremental model. This model is flexible because if we want any suggestions, any modifications, then this model allow modification and suggestion. That's why this is flexible. And the cost of development is also low and initial product delivery is faster. If first requirement is completed, then deliver to the customer. Then if any suggestion, it can be modified and its cost is also low. So this is flexible. Then second is it is easier to test and debug during the smaller iteration. Debug means error. It divided into smaller pieces, so it is testing and debugging process is very easy. Third is working software generates quickly and early during the software life cycle. And last advantages is the customer can respond to its functionality after every increment. Then disadvantages of incremental model. The cost of final product may cross the cost estimated initially. If customers want to any suggestions or any increment the requirements, then its cost may be high. This model requires a very clear and complete planning, and the planning of design is required before the whole system is broken into small pieces or small increments. These are the advantages and disadvantages of incremental model. Then next model is RAD model. That means RAD means rapid application model. The RAD model was first proposed by IBM in 1980s and later on was introduced to software community by James Martin through his book Rapid Application Development. The most important features of RAD model is increased involvement of the user or customer at all stages of the life cycle. That means communication, planning, modeling and deployment. This RAD model is a high-speed adoption of waterfall model. If requirements are well understood and project scope is constrained, then RAD process enables a development team to create a fully functional system. In figure, we will see team 1, team 2 and team 3. That means this is development team. Within a very short time of period, that means 60 to 90 days as shown in this figure. Then it having the flow of diagram is communication is the first phase, second phase is planning, third phase is modeling and fourth phase is construction and last one is deployment. First is communication. This step work to understand the business problem and the inform characteristics that the software must be accommodated. Then next phase is planning. This is very important as multiple teams work on different systems. Then modeling. Modeling includes major phases like business, data, process modeling and establish design representation that serves as a basis for RAD construction activities. Then construction. This includes the use of pre-existing software component and the application of automatic code generation. And last one is deployment. Deployment establish a basis for the subsequent repetitions if required. Then if customers having some suggestion or some modifications, then repetitions is also allowed in RAD model. Then uses of RAD model. When we use RAD model, first is when a system needs to be produced in short span of time, that means 2 to 3 months. If short span of time is very short or very less, then RAD model is used. Then second is when the requirements are known, that means requirements are well understood. When the users will be involved all through the life cycle, that means communications is involved in all the steps, customers and developers. Then when technical risk is less and when there is a necessity to create system that can be modularized into 2 to 3 months of the time. Then this RAD model having some advantages and disadvantages. First is advantages of RAD model. It reduces development time, then increase reusability of the component, quick initial review occur, encourage customer feedback, and last is integrations from very beginning, solves a lot of integration issues. Then disadvantages of RAD model depends on strong team and individual performance for identifying business requirements. That means it needs very strong team and their performance is also high. Only system that can be modularized and can be built using RAD. This is also most important disadvantages because it only works on the system modularized RAD. Then third is requires high skill developer or designer. That means developers having fully skill oriented person. And last is high dependency on modeling skill. Thank you.